a young deer suddenly charged toward a pack of hounds. Even as they tore into him, leaving him covered in wounds, he refused to retreat. On the cliff behind him stood his wife, surrounded by the same hounds, carrying their unborn child in her womb. For the sake of their soon-to-be-born fawn, she had no choice but to flee, leaving the buck to fight alone.
But would you believe that this strong, defiant stag was once weak and vulnerable?
On the day Ruby was born, animals from across the forest gathered to witness his arrival. But Ruby was frail, so unsteady on his feet that he staggered with his first steps, and a single sneeze sent him tumbling to the ground. His mother feared he wouldn't survive. Fortunately, the little creatures of the forest looked after him with care. He learned his first words from a little rabbit, though he mistakenly called the rabbit bird while pointing at an actual bird. In a field of flowers, he met a skunk and called it Flower. Not exactly a master of vocabulary, but the skunk, who had lived its whole life defined by its smell, was deeply moved by the fawn's innocent kindness and blushed with emotion.
Ruby's mother warned him, though the meadow seems peaceful, it's full of danger.
Every time humans with those black tubes come, some animals disappear from the grasslands forever. Ruby stared at his reflection in the river, tilting his head as if half understanding. Just then, another fawn appeared by the river, a young doe named Ellie, bright and bold. Shy, Ruby buried his face in his mother's side. With her encouragement, he finally mustered the courage to greet Ellie. They chased each other across the fields, and Ellie even stole a quick kiss from him in the tall grass. A strange, sweet feeling rushed through Ruby, leaving him flustered. Suddenly, the entire deer herd burst into a panic sprint. A thunderous sound erupted from the forest. In the chaos, Ruby was separated from his mother. The little fawn cried out for her again and again until a powerful, majestic stag appeared and led him back to his mother.
Thanks to the stag king's early warning, not a single deer was harmed.
Seeing the herd's reverence for their leader, a seed of ambition began to sprout in Ruby's heart.
Winter soon arrived.
Ruby saw snow for the first time and experienced the harsh pangs of hunger. With no food left, the deer had to survive by gnawing on tree bark. Then, as winter began to loosen its grip, tender green shoots emerged from the melting snow. Ruby's mother led him to graze on the fresh grass when a gunshot shattered the peace.
Ruby, his mother cried, urging him to hide.
She stood protectively between her son and the danger, bullets whizzing past her. In that moment, she seemed fearless, her only thought was to keep him safe. "Don't look back," she called, "just keep running through the grass." Ruby obeyed, running forward until he reached their hidden thicket. Relieved, he turned, eager to share his relief with his mother, but when he looked back, she was gone. A devastating emptiness engulfed him.
He never saw her again.